Hi, I'm Jane Gratmans, creator of Empowered Feminine Leadership. What is all this talk about the feminine these days? There's so many people talking about it. In fact, there is a shift happening on the planet where the divine feminine energy is returning. And people like myself are studying this and wanting to help more women to reconnect with their feminine because it's a great place to be. It's a great feeling energy. It feels joyful. It feels relaxed. And you get to attract everything that you need in your life using feminine energy. It doesn't mean we don't need our masculine energy to get things done. That's also important. So let's go back to some of the theory on the yin and the yang theory that the Chinese gifted us with thousands of years ago. The yin is the feminine energy and the yang is the masculine energy. And they state that we need to have a balance of these energies in order to create harmony. So when we look at our world today, we can see that there's huge challenges with disharmony. If we look at the environment, all the pollution, Mother Earth has been abused in so many ways. There's been so much overproduction of things that we don't even need. And there's a lot of waste. And we are reaping the results of that right now. So, how can we start to look more about shifting this? And I believe that each one of us is responsible to look at ourselves and look at what energy we are operating from. So, the yin energy is about being receptive to receive inspiration, new ideas, to receive when you're standing around people, receive their energy, be open to it. Whereas the masculine is more about giving. The feminine is inward focused. The masculine is outward focused. The feminine is about emotion and intuition, really connecting with that. And if you think about how most of us have grown up, we have been dissuaded from feeling our emotions, and that emotions have not been something that we've been encouraged to really express. Now we have the opportunity to reconnect more with it, and that helps us to reconnect with also our intuition, our wisdom. On the other side, the masculine side, it's more about logic and reason. So we're up in our heads a lot. We're thinking things through. We need scientific proof for everything. And there's nothing wrong with this. We need that masculine, precise logic and reason and ability for the mind to get things done, but not when it's an overemphasis on that. We need some balance. The feminine is about being as opposed to doing. The feminine energy is slower as opposed to a much faster masculine. Feminine is comfortable with the unknown. It's about planting seeds for new projects, a new business, possibly a love relationship that you would love to have in your life. It's planting those seeds and letting them nurture in the dark, unknown to you. And eventually that will come forward in a beautiful project that you can put together, and use the masculine to help build that for you. But in contrast to the unknown, the masculine energy is more about certainty, is how, you need to know that this is going to work out, or else I'm not going to do this business. The feminine energy is heart-based, whereas the masculine is head-based. The feminine is about attracting all that you need to you effortlessly. And the masculine is more directive. It gets things done. So the feminine energy, we feel it much more in our hips, in our pelvic area, and down our legs. You can just check out for yourself when you are starting to get ready to plan to make something, a project, or when you're operating with your friends. How are you? Where's your energy? Is it up in your head? Is it in your shoulders? Where is it coming from? That awareness will help you to understand which energy are you mostly in. The masculine energy, we feel more in our shoulders and our upper arms and our head. And again, this is all about exploration. We're not faulting the masculine at all. We definitely need it. And it's not a gender discussion. We're not talking about men or women. We're talking about energy that resides in each one of us. Which energy are you operating from? That awareness is so important to self-reflect and understand how you are creating in the world. And then it gives you choice to create perhaps in a different way that's more easeful and joyful for you.